My buddy put me onto this, right? He told me about this guy named Jacob Jones. His name literally gets my video no traction when I say his name. We're gonna call him Jacob Jones. He is a massive, insane person. Now, my buddy watches him because his whole content is how many Nick sticks can he burn down in like a minute, or I'm gonna drink a bunch of beer and sit at a park. The dude's absolutely insane. So I picked the video that was reasonably long. This is called "I Made a Harmonica Cigarette and Smoked It to Become the World's Greatest Musician." What does that even mean? What are we even talking about now? This is actual insanity.
Please consider YouTube selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage working on any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. It is not an attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Yeah, professionals? Do you need to be a professional cigarette smoker to even do this, dude? What are we talking about? By the way, I think everybody and their mom as a child had a harmonica and just blew in it and made awful noises, and then did the suck-in noise where it's like... And no one actually made any solid, good noises from the goddamn harmonica as a child, and then put it in a box and never touched it again. I think we've all been there.
Alrighty, so today I made the world's first...
From a guy who smokes as many cigarettes as him, I thought he would have one of those, like, since today what we got on this video is I'm going to be smoking lots of cigarettes. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to have a deeper voice, but bro's got a high-pitched nasally voice like me.
First harmonica cigarette, and now I'm going to be smoking it to become the world's greatest musician, which overall I am very excited to do because music these days has been kind of on the downturn. It's not nearly as good as it used to be.
We're getting some modern contemporary thought processes on this, where we're getting a breakdown of music in the same time. Dude's gonna smoke cigarettes and then put out a record hotter than Taylor Swift's entire catalog.
Though as such, I feel the need to take a personal control of the situation and to start creating the world's greatest music. But I can't create the world's greatest music if I'm not the world's greatest musician. So as such, I certainly do think that smoking this cigarette right here, the world's first harmonica cigarette, will make me into, well, the world's greatest musician. But some of y'all might be wondering, how did I create this cigarette right here? Well, I will admit...
By the way, I don't condone any of this. Do not do this. This just sounds, one, like a waste of money. Two, if you're a content creator, like, you gotta create content, so I get it. But, like, you normal jabronis out there that are like, this seems kind of fun. I don't know why you do this. This just sounds painful for your throat, dude. And yeah, I know something about throat pain. I mean, you can't handle as many big schlongs as I have without getting a little bit of itchy scratchy in your throat.
It's pretty obvious. What I did is I took 10 of my 10 white infinite ultralight cigarettes from Mexico.
Did you see the person's face?
Well, I will admit it's pretty obvious. What I did is I took 10...
What is going on here, dude? Why? This cigarette company was like, hold on a minute, dude. We need to make sure that people know that these give you cancer. Can we take a picture of your dying mother? Hold on, can we take a picture of your dying mother? This is a vital importance that we take a picture. Why, dude? Is it for, like, cancer? Yeah. It's for cancer treatment stuff. And then they're walking down the street and they just see somebody pull out a pack, do the slappy thing, and there's just their mom saw the cigarette. What the fuck are we doing here? I don't know what language this is, but whatever country this is wild, bro. That's like somebody's aunt. Come on, dude.
Of my 10 white infinite ultralight cigarettes from Mexico, and I literally just taped
them. They're from Mexico? Mexico's just like, yeah, we know that we have a lot of cartels, but we don't want people smoking, not smoking cigarettes. So here's a dead lady on a box. Jesus, bro.
together. Now, some of y'all may be also wondering, why did I use 10 cigarettes for this experience? Well, the reason is very simple. There are 10 different notes on a harmonica, and I want to keep this cigarette right here as realistic to the real thing as possible. So as such, well, I just had to use 10 cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I certainly do expect this experience to make me the world's greatest musician, and I certainly do also expect it to, well, get me pretty buzzed, as even though these are ultralight cigarettes, there are indeed 10 of them. So I do expect it to get me pretty buzzed, as said. But I do think without further ado, it is now time for me to go ahead and, well, get the world's first harmonica cigarette, all lit up, and go ahead and let you guys know what being the world's greatest musician is actually like.
The craziest thing about this is his chain smoking to a new level. He literally has them in a chain. It's a chain. Most people just think chain is a link by link, but no. He put them in a row. He had a gangbang of chains. He was running a train with that chain. Jesus, dude.
Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and get this lit up. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you missed that one. You gotta go back, bro. You gotta go back. You're not doing your job right. You missed this one right here. You need to go back. You obviously are not gonna be the best musician if you don't get all of them. You need to get all of them. This is some fucking, this is some average musician behavior. I need to see peak musician behavior. Bro, he went back by it and missed it again.
And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, right off the bat, that is pretty rough. Taking a look at these, not all of these are fully lit up, so I'm going to go ahead and continue trying to light it up. This one is not fully lit up, so I'm going to go and try to light this one up.
Dude, he should have just known. He should have felt it in his soul, in his diaphragm when that smoke hit. He should have known that he didn't like this. That's how you become a professional musician. Otherwise, you're just slinging dildos, buddy.
But man, oh man, I can already feel the musician flowing into my bloodstream. I can already feel it flowing into my bloodstream. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. And man, oh man, right off the bat, this is so smoky. It makes sense. I am quite literally burning 10 cigarettes at the same time. Is this making me into the world's greatest musician right off the bat? It is 100%, because my throat is going to be wrecked after this, that is for sure. So I'm going to have that raspy...
Bro, his throat's going to be more wrecked than that chick who plowed 1,000 dudes in a day, dude. He's going to be toast, dude. He's going to be toast. He's going to be, like, coughing up. Like, black lung is going to be a real thing. Dude's trying to become the next coal miner. He needs to find his coal miner's daughter. Some Loretta Lynn action.
Musician voice, you know what I'm saying? I will definitely be the world's greatest musician after this experience, that is for sure, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, Jesus, dude, he just doesn't stop.
Oh, man, there is so much smoke. The smoke went into my eye. Oh, my goodness. I am crying right now, y'all. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot more smoky than I was expecting it was going to be. Wow, that smoke went right into my eye, caused my eye to water up. Man, oh, man, I am crying right now. Oh, my goodness, I was not expecting that. That is for sure.
Dude, this guy's insane. This is absolutely mind-boggling.
And yeah, oh my goodness. Wow, that smoke just keeps going into my eyes. I can't really see anything right now. Wow, okay, I'm just gonna have to hold this away from my face for just a minute and just go ahead and wipe my eyes real quick.
No, duh. This is not condoned. This isn't something any logical human being should do. This guy's an absolute Giga Chad insane person. His eyes are probably gonna be bleeding by the end of this video. What the fuck, dude?
Because, man, the smoke just keeps getting in my eyes, y'all. The smoke just keeps getting in my eyes. And wow, this cigarette right here is just so rough as well. I was not expecting it to be this rough. I mean, like, the Kent White Infinite Ultralight cigarettes from Mexico, they're certainly not the smoothest cigarettes in the world, that is for sure. But when you've got 10 of them and you're just inhaling like 5 of them at once, it's so...
This is the man the tariffs are going to hurt the most, dude. Because, you know, if he's able to do this with cigarettes, that 25% Trump tariff is going to make him bankrupt. He's not going to be able to afford his content anymore.
It's so rough. Oh my goodness, I really was not expecting it to be this rough, that is for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously expected this. I know he's doing this for content and where we're getting the fucking he's and haws out of it. But, like, anybody who's logically smoked a cigarette before knows that by putting multiple together, there's going to be more smoke, and your eyes are going to want to fucking evacuate your body, dude. They're going to want to dry out and pop out of your skull. He's going to wake up the next morning, and it's going to feel like he got flash burned.
Now, while y'all might not be able to hear the music I'm playing and everything like that, don't worry, it is indeed playing. It's just not visible, or it's not hearable to the human ear. Dogs can hear it, cats can hear it, everything else can hear it, and you can pick it up on ultrasonic wavelengths. But humans, we can't hear it, and that's why it's the best music in the world, because, well, we can't hear it. How is anybody gonna know whether it's good or bad if you can't hear the music? That's what I'm saying, at least. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, at least. Man, oh man, though. Wow. This is very smoky.
Holy
this is very
shit.
smoky. Oh my goodness. And right off the bat, I haven't even really smoked much of it. I'm already feeling a little bit buzzed, that is for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm already feeling a little bit buzzed.
That's for sure. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Know what I'm saying. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck? Bro wakes up and he's like, I'm gonna go to the most leafy place I can find where everything around me is incredibly flammable. I'm gonna tape a bunch of cigarettes together and I'm gonna fucking smoke them. I'm gonna smoke them while I got them. I'm gonna burn the eyes out of my head. Dude's a fucking... What am I watching? Dude, what the fuck am I watching?
I am going to go ahead and get myself a sip of water as well. This is a completely fresh water bottle. This is going to be a little bit hard to open up, but there we go. I'm going to get myself a little bit of a sip of water real quick.
This guy's a god.
Man, oh man, this is so rough. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It really is just so rough. I'm going to go ahead and start ashing it real quick, as well as just start tapping, tapping, tapping. And I'm just going to scrape it on the ground just a little bit, just very lightly, to get it to ash and everything like that kind of thing. There we go. It's all very neatly and nicely ashed. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure.
Bro's a psycho, but a good kind. This is content gold, bro. This guy knows how to make good content. I'm slopping it up over here.
Man, oh man. Wow. That is so rough. That is so rough. And as predicted, I am definitely feeling pretty buzzed. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. But am I becoming the world's greatest musician by smoking this cigarette right here, the world's first harmonica cigarette? I think I most certainly am. I mean, like, this is super rough kind of thing, so I'm getting that sort of like rock star, super rough voice and everything like that. So
Your voice hasn't changed, but this is wild. I can't say enough how I'm pretty sure sucking on like fucking vibrators. Well, obviously sucking on vibrators is going to be much better for you, but like I'm talking about like covered in acid vibrators is probably more healthy than what this guy's doing. You could have like the most corrosive acid in the world, put it in your mouth, and it probably is going to do better for you than this. And I don't condone any of that. Don't do that. Don't be putting shit in your mouth that shouldn't be going there. To be honest, I mean, this is like next to level. His lungs are screaming for help. This is not what you should do with your life. But I mean, the dude is making content. People tell me all the time when I upload his videos, well, at least you're making original content. I mean, this is fucking original. I hear people complain when they're like, oh, you're talking about podcasts or something. I'm like, yeah. Or is there content that much different than what I'm doing? This is fucking content, buddy. This guy knows what the fuck he's doing. He wakes up and he basically takes his dig out, slaps it on the algorithm and says, listen here, YouTube, you little pussy. I'm gonna smoke a gajillion cigarettes and people are gonna click the fuck out of this video.
Definitely do think it's gonna help with my musician career, that is for sure. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. But overall, wow, this is just so rough. And honestly, this is a terrible experience. I would not recommend any of y'all ever try this. Not a good experience, that is for sure. But something I'm still glad that I'm trying, that is for sure as well. You know what I'm saying?
Every time he says, you know what I'm saying, it just like something in me just wants to die laughing. This is glorious.
Man, oh man, man, oh man. I'm going to try to grab myself a little bit of a screenshot real quick.
He just doesn't stop. He just doesn't, like, this. He makes the video. He goes back through,
And wow,
clips the thumbnail. This is great.
Just went right back into my eyes. That smoke just went right back into my eyes. Oh man, wow. I'm crying right now, y'all. This is just such a beautiful experience that I just have to cry. It's just it's just such a beautiful experience, y'all. I cannot believe how good this experience is. It's such a good experience. I have to cry. Wow, the smoke definitely isn't getting in my eyes, y'all. The smoke definitely.
This is beautiful. Now, there's a lot of things I react to. There's a lot of stuff that I jump on here and I get YouTube slopped up and I make my little jokes here. This man's just too cool to make jokes about. He is too epic. This is epic gamer moment. He is the greatest man alive. He's probably, like, the music he's making is probably, like, up there with Sinatra, Beethoven, Elvis. He is the next great thing, and the music industry is just so corporate and garbage that they don't understand that all they had to do was hit a little button on YouTube, go to Jacob fucking Jones, and they would have a #1 record seller of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't getting my eyes. Oh my goodness, wow. I'm gonna go ahead and just ash this once again. Just go and just scrape it on the ground just a little bit. Get a little bit more of that ash off, you know what I'm saying? Can't be having ashen all over my pants. But let's go ahead and try to take some more hits.
Do not, he's right. Do not fucking replicate this ever. This is only for professionals, and this guy is obviously a goat.
Wow. Wow. That is actually, I think, maybe slightly messing up my sinuses. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Wow. Yeah, would I recommend that y'all do this at home to become the world's second greatest musician? No, I would not. I would not. The smoke just keeps getting into your eyes. It's super rough. It is overall a terrible experience. I'm glad I'm doing it because it's a funny video title, and this is just a funny idea in my personal opinion as a whole.
It's fucking hilarious. This is glorious content. You are a king of content, buddy.
But I would not do this again. No way. I would not do this on video or off video again. There's no way in hell I'm ever doing this again.
Bro, could you imagine him doing this off video, though? You just, like, go outside. You know when you go outside and you see that one person smoking outside? And there's just one motherfucker out there with a harmonica of cigarettes. Just... and he just fucking giggity schmoodling the shit out of all those cigarettes. Just, like, I would look at him and be like, fuck, dude. Fuck, man. What are you doing, dog? Like, that is some fucking next level shit. This is probably what happened to RFK Jr., why he sounds like that. Oh no, you're making fun of his fucking voice. It's not my fault he sounds like this. I mean, this is what he's gonna sound like in 5 years. You're gonna be listening to a recording of Jacob fucking Jones, and it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I would try this again.
But overall, I am still glad that I am indeed having this experience that is for sure. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go and ash this once again. There we go. You know what I'm saying? There we go. The harmonica cigarette is still going. You know what I'm saying? The harmonica cigarette is still going. Wow. Whew. Oh, man. It's more smoke in my eyes, y'all. I think this is probably the most smoke I've ever had in my eyes. My eyes are low-key starting to burn, I think partly because of the smoke and partly because I keep wiping them with my hand. It's not the moves, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It really is not the moves.
This is like Jackass. This is up there with Jackass 100%.
Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, my nose is getting all stocked up. Wow. Okay, yeah, not the greatest experience in the world, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm sure this experience might be slightly better if I decided not to use ultralight cigarettes, but I didn't want to get too buzzed from this experience, so as such, I was like, it's probably a good idea if I use ultralight cigarettes, but overall, a harmonica cigarette, definitely not the moves, y'all. Definitely not the moves, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, that is for sure. But either way, certainly no complaints on my behalf. I am most certainly becoming the world's greatest musician, and as such, this experience is absolutely fantastic. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go and ash this once again. Wow, there's just so much ash on the ground. It really is insane, but I do suppose it makes sense as I am quite literally smoking 10 cigarettes at once right now, you know what I'm saying? Although I will admit, I haven't really actually smoked any of these cigarettes much at all.
Yeah, dude, I think like the wind and the fucking him dying between fucking tugs, those cigarettes are so, like, you could see the heat on the cigarettes just burning them together. I don't understand the genius behind this man. I think he's a glorious god amongst men. We're all fucking plebes, bro. We're garbage plebes for him to jizz on as he's walking by. This guy's a fucking genius when it comes to content. Mr.beast, shove your own dick up your little pussy and take a bow to Jacob fucking Jones. This guy's a god of content. You are out there like, oh, look how many, look, I got Mr.beast games. Fucking shove it up your rectum, pussy. This guy's smoking a harmonica cigarettes.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I successfully dodged a bullet there. I didn't get too much smoke in my eyes. I got a little bit of smoke in my eyes. Got a lot of smoke in my nose, but I dodged the big bullet. I didn't get a lot of smoke in my eyes, but I still got a little bit of smoke in my eyes. Oh my goodness, y'all. Wow. Whew. Whew. Yeah, I would not do this again. I ain't gonna lie. I would not do this again.
This is painful.
Wow.
This is a little painful to watch.
Okay. Oof. Am I getting buzzed? I am a little bit buzzed right now. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I am certainly a little bit buzzed right now. Certainly no complaints on my behalf about that. That is for sure. But overall, this has not been a good experience. I would not recommend y'all, any of y'all try this at home. Man, oh man, yeah. Was it worth smoking a harmonica cigarette to become the world's greatest musician? 100%. It 100% was. But I
mean, like I think it was, because like how many views of this? 76,000 views. The dude's fucking, that's not one of his biggest videos, but 76,000 views for cigarettes. Doctor, how many cigarettes do you smoke a day? Jacob, 2 harmonicas. It's good to see this guy never runs out of ideas. Whenever I run out of cigs and need something to hold me off until I buy a new pack, I just let Jacob smoke one for me. Ludwig van Beethoven, Brian Wilson, Jacob fucking Jones. Evil Jacob be like, I'm gonna be particularly honest with y'all. I thought this was one of the world's craziest smokers, and then I thought I was one of the world's craziest smokers, and then I discovered Jacob, and now I feel better about myself. After one hit on the harmonica, man, oh man, I could already feel the music flowing into my bloodstream. Oh my god. Rants about how it kind of sucks for a minute. No complaints. I fucking love this dude. This guy's amazing. This guy's amazing. The greatest content on earth we have right here. This is, believe it, dude. It's fucking low-key fire. This is like what we need to be achieving on YouTube. Not like everybody needs to smoke, but we need to match this man's level of just no fucks given, and I love him.
I would definitely not do this again. I would definitely not do this again. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Man, oh man. I think that's just about all there is to all 10 of these cigarettes right here. I'm just going to go ahead and stub all of these out on the ground. There we go. Get all that ash out. Just
play the fucking harmonica
on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Got to make sure I ain't causing no forest fires or nothing like that. I'm just going to go ahead and stub all of this out with my foot. Wow. That is the end of the harmonica cigarette. Man, oh man, yeah. Whew, that messed with my sinuses. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That really did mess with my sinuses.
Dude. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment while there's 8,000 fucking dead leaves behind him. While he's literally a second away from causing another California forest fire. This is glory. Everything's so fucking funny with this.
But am I now the world's greatest musician? Let's go ahead and test out my harmonica right here.
Dude, I'm brought to tears, dude. Shut the fuck up, Muddy Waters. You didn't know how to play the harmonica right. Lil Walter, you can pound fucking 80 spiked dildos up your ass. Go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit. Nobody cares. You used to be legendary, but then Jacob fucking Jones created, like, Gandhi's ability to play a harmonica.
I do not think I'm the world's greatest musician. I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
Stop lying to yourself, man. You're God. Like, Jesus tried to pretend to be God. You are him.
Well, it was worth a shot, you know what I'm saying? It was certainly worth a shot. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. But overall, Did I become the world's greatest musician by, well, smoking a harmonica cigarette? I did not. I did not. And in fact, I think I actually probably recessed a bit because my throat is just a little bit more raspy than it was at the beginning of this video. I ain't gonna lie. Wow, that experience, it was super rough. There's so much smoke coming into my eyes. I really was not expecting that. It did get me a little bit buzzed, so certainly no complaints on my behalf, but it wasn't really a pleasant buzz because, well, there was so much smoke in my eyes, I didn't really have a chance to enjoy it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But either way, though, certainly no complaints on my behalf. I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching me smoke the world's first harmonica cigarette to become the world's greatest musician. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel all in the description down below, along with my TikTok.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, my eyes fucking hurt just watching that, to be honest. Not like because he's ugly or some shit. That's like a different eye pain. That's like when Lizzo used to do music videos back in the day. But when I was watching this, the pain he was feeling, I could feel it. And I feel like it needs to be said, nobody should do this. This is just such a wacky and goofy fucking idea that just is way past anything of like the realm of normal humanity. I think if you are a normal dude and you're like, I want to make content on the internet, probably leave this to Jacob Jones. He's got it down. Jacob fucking Jones is fucking awesome. He's got it. He's figured it out. He's carved his niche. If you go out there and start trying to replicate it, you're not a professional. You don't know how to fucking smoke a cigarette harmonica. Don't think you're this guy. You're not fucking Himothy, bro. You're a little pussy little bitch compared to this. So just go make your own type of content. This man is the only time you should be like making content about like of the same world realm as him is reacting to it or commentating on it, because you leave it to the fucking professionals, and this guy's a goddamn professional. I doubted it for a second. There was a part of me that was like, no, he's not really a professional, he's just smoking cigarettes. And then I was fucking ass blasted into the atmosphere. Elon Musk couldn't land my ass back into reality after this shit. Wow, that was great. Fucking epic video. This is GOAT tier content.